From the Collins Aerospace Studio at the Nordloff Center in downtown Rockford, it's time for Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl, Junior Edition.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl Junior Edition. Welcome to August, and welcome to the Final Four. Tonight's our first semifinal. We've got a great matchup of two great teams. Let's meet them. First, we'll start with the Belvidere Central Blue Thunder. Belvidere Central squeaked one out last round against St. Rita, 290-270, a fantastic close game behind Jack's 7 correct buzz-ins. Jack, you're the captain. Go ahead and introduce us to your team.
My name is Jack. To my left is Matthew. To my right is Caden. And to my far right is Carter.
Good luck to Belvidere Central, and good luck to the Winnebago Indians. Winnebago's last round was a balanced attack and a solid lightning round, giving them a 270-210 victory over Holy Family. Cole is your captain. Go ahead and introduce us to your team.
To my right is Liam. To my far left is Annalise. And to my left is Eden.
Best of luck. This is a rematch from last year. It was a second round game last year. The Blue Thunder won that one 330-160, so Winnebago's looking for revenge. But beyond these teams' head-to-head history, this will continue a legacy that goes beyond Junior Edition. In Season 8, Belvidere North, the feeder program for Belvidere Central, won Season 8 championship. And in Season 9, Winnebago High School won our tournament there. Let's add to that legacy now, and we'll start with the Rockford University buzzing round. Fingers on buzzers players, 10 points for each of these toss-ups, and you know that if one team gets the question wrong, the other team will have a chance to steal, and they can hear as much of the remaining question as they like. Best of luck, both teams. First question. What Greek goddess turned Actaeon into a stag, sent the Caledonian boar against her enemies as the goddess? That is Jack.
Artemis.
Artemis is correct for the first 10 points of the game. Next question. What city is home to schools like Gallaudet University for the Deaf, the historically black Howard University, and Georgetown University, as well as museums like the Smithsonian Institution? That is Jack.
Washington, D.C.
That's correct. 2 in a row for Belvidere Central to start the game. Next question. In a poem named for one of these animals, Emily Dickinson describes a stillness in the air between the heaves of storm that is broken by the blue, uncertain, stumbling buzz of what insect? That is Eden.
Bee.
I'm sorry, no, not a bee. Belvidere Central, chance to steal. That is Caden.
Cicada.
Sorry, no, both good guesses, especially this summer for the cicadas. This is a fly. I heard a fly buzz when I died. Next question. What mathematical concept involves many reciprocals in its harmonic type and an nth root in its geometric type? Its arithmetic type is also called the average. That is Jack.
Mean.
Mean is the term we're going for there. 3 different types of mean. 10 points. Name the literary device that opens the Langston Hughes poem, Mother to Son, in which the speaker says, "Life for me ain't been no crystal stair." This literary device compares 2 things without using, that is Jack.
Metaphor.
Metaphor is correct, without using words like or as in a simile. Next question. What quantity's total value for a system is found by the Hamiltonian, a calculation that sums its kinetic and potential types? That is Jack.
Energy.
Energy is what we're going for there on the physics question. 10 points. Next toss-up. Michael Lindsay Hogg filmed a documentary of what group, whose January 1969 rehearsals in and final concert on the roof of Apple Studios in London became the album? That is Eden.
The Beatles.
The Beatles is correct for 10 points. The album Let It Be. Next toss-up. What is the technical term for the structure in angiosperms that contains the carpel and stamen? This reproductive plant structure is often surrounded by petals to attract pollinators. Caden, go for it.
Pollen.
Sorry, no, not what we're going for. Winnebago, chance to steal. And Eden, go for it.
Petal.
Petal's not what we're going for either. They're going for flowers or blossoms. Technical sounding biology question with a simple answer there at the end, but that's all right. Next question. The strict Kensington system educated what monarch from the House of Hanover, who led England during the Crimean War, was married to Prince Albert, and had a record-length reign that was surpassed? That is Jack.
Queen Victoria.
Queen Victoria is correct, surpassed by Elizabeth II. Next toss-up. What compound is controlled by drugs that stop the production of mevalonate, like statins? This lipid is listed on nutrition labels, and its bad form leads to heart disease. That is Eden.
Fat.
Sorry, no, not what we're going for. Belvedere Central. Jack.
Sugar.
Sorry, no, both good guesses there. Going for cholesterol, bad cholesterol there. Next toss-up. What color has a hue named for artist Artemisia Gentileschi and dominates the lovers' cloaks in Gustav Klimt's The Kiss, which is decorated with a foil of this color's namesake precious metal? Eden.
Gold.
Gold is correct for 10 points there. Next toss-up. What U.S. state's border cities include Sioux City on the Missouri River border with Nebraska, as well as Bettendorf, that is Jack.
South Dakota.
Sorry, no, I'll finish for Winnebago, as well as Bettendorf, Davenport, and Dubuque on its Mississippi River border. That is Annalise.
Iowa.
Iowa is correct for 10 points. And the last 10 points of the buzzing round. After the first round, we have a score of Belvidere Central 60, Winnebago 30. We'll have those scores there for a moment, and then we'll have the volleyball round coming up next. Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl Junior Edition. Going into the volleyball round, we have a score of Belvidere Central 60, Winnebago 30. Before we start the volleyball round, a very special thank you to our judge today. Linda Green, Hall of Fame coach, multi-time national champion with Team Illinois, is here to make sure we get everything smoothly done today. Thank you so much, Linda. On to the volleyball round. You're very familiar with the rules, having won your games to get here, but we'll recap them. This is a conferring round, so teams, you'll get to work together. Jack and Cole, you're the captains. Please do give me your answers. Due to the coin flip, Belvidere Central will go first. 10 points for each of these questions, starting with this. What mythical mother of Pyrrha was given to Epimetheus as a gift from the Greek gods, along with a jar or box that contained all the evils of the world?
Pandora.
Pandora is correct for the first 10 points of the volleyball round. Back over to Winnebago for your first. The Delian League was created and dominated by what city-state, whose navy gave them hegemonic power over Greece until they lost the Peloponnesian War to Sparta?
Rome?
Sorry, no, not Rome. It's a good guess there. Athens. Back over to Belvedere Central. In 2010, the Deepwater Horizon oil rig exploded in what large body of water, causing oil slicks to wash ashore in Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida?
Gulf of Mexico.
Gulf of Mexico is correct for 10 points. Back over to Winnebago. In computer science, what adjective describes a tree in which each node has at most 2 children nodes, as well as a kind of computer code in which data is represented using zeros and ones?
Binary?
Binary is exactly right for 10 points. Back over to Belvedere Central. What term describes a homogeneous mixture in which the particles of one substance are dissolved in a solvent?
Acid.
Sorry, no, acids can be examples of them, but we're specifically going for solutions there. Back over to Winnebago. What company's games division earned criticism when it bought Activision Blizzard in 2023 after a series of video game studio purchases, like those of Obsidian Entertainment and Mojang?
Microsoft.
Microsoft is correct for 10 points. You can see Maddox doing the conferring there. Very nicely done. Back over to Belvedere Central. The Korean Hangul and the Eurasian Cyrillic are 2 examples of what type of writing system in which each consonant and vowel is represented by a letter?
The alphabet.
Alphabets is the correct term. That is what we're going for there. 10 points. Back over to Winnebago. The semi-historical poems Evangeline and the Song of Hiawatha are by what American poet, who also wrote Paul Revere's Ride?
Robert Frost.
That's a fantastic guess. It's not quite right. It's Henry Wadsworth Longfellow there, but that is a very good guess. Back over to Belvedere Central. What sport, overseen by the French FIA, has separate annual awards for the constructors and drivers of its open-topped single-rider race cars, which distinguish it from stock car races like NASCAR?
Formula One racing.
Formula One racing is correct for 10 points. Back to Winnebago. Steroids are examples of what broad class of compounds which regulate various behaviors after they are released from endocrine glands?
Drugs.
Going for hormones there, hormones. And that's the end of the volleyball round. We have Belvidere Central on 100, extending their lead a little bit with Winnebago on 50. We'll have the lead stay at 50 for the moment. We have the Bergstrom bonus question for you at home right now.
Born in August 1899, which British filmmaker rose to fame as director of the films Rear Window, The Birds, and Psycho?
Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl Junior Edition. We've got Belvidere Central versus Winnebago in our first semifinal of season 4. Score is 100-50 at the moment, and it'll stay there because it's time for the Bergstrom bonus question. Sponsored by our good friends at Lino's of Rockford. There is pizza and pasta on the line, so fingers on buzzer, students. Best of luck with this toss-up question. Born this month in 1899, which British filmmaker rose to fame as director of the films Rear Window, The Birds, and Psycho? That is Jack.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock is correct for the Lino's Pizza and Pasta Party. Hitchcock was nominated 5 separate times for a Best Director Oscar and never won one. Don't know what they were thinking. But I do know what I'm thinking, and it's time for the Nika IBEW lightning round right after this commercial break. Stick around. Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl Junior Edition. We have a score of Belvidere Central 100, Winnebago 50 going into the Nika IBEW lightning round. These scores will change very quickly because there are 100 points available for each of these categories. Winnebago, you won the coin toss and decided to take first choice in the lightning round. So your category choices this evening are Revolutionary Wars, Poetic Languages, Streaming on Spotify.
Streaming on Spotify.
Streaming on Spotify is the choice. Flipping over to that. Here are your instructions. I'll give you a singer and a lyric, and you'll name some of the songs on Spotify's Top Tracks of 2023 playlist, which compiles songs that were streamed the most last year. Note that not all of these songs were released in 2023, they're just on the Top Tracks of 2023 playlist. So again, I'll give a singer and a lyric, and you'll name the song. So, you'll have 60 seconds to play with these 10 questions. Anything you get right is worth 10 points. Anything that you don't get right will bounce over to Belvidere Central. Well, they'll have 30 seconds to bounce back anything there. Remember, as we go through, you can pass, and I'll come back to it if we have time. Cole and the team, are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Name the following songs. Taylor Swift, It's Blue, The Feeling I've Got.
Pass.
Taylor Swift again, It's Me, Hi, I'm the Problem, It's Me.
Anti-hero.
Correct. Miley Cyrus, I Can Take Myself Dancing.
Flowers.
Correct. Harry Styles, Why Are You Sitting at Home on the Floor?
Pass.
Olivia Rodrigo, I Used to Think I Was Smart.
Vampire.
Correct. Jungkook and Latto, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Sorry, no. The Weeknd, Sin City is Cold and Empty.
Pass.
50-50, I Look for His Arrows Every Day.
Cupid.
Correct. SZA, I'm So Mature, I Got a Therapist to Tell Me There's Other Men.
I'm gonna kick all my ants.
I'm gonna kick all my ants.
Sorry, no. Taylor Swift yet again, Magic, Madness, Heaven, Sin.
Pass.
Back up to Taylor Swift, It's Blue, The Feeling I've Got.
Cruel summer.
Cruel summer.
Is correct. Harry Styles, and that is time. That is 5 correct for 50 points, tying up the game for Winnebago. Very nicely done, especially Eden. Very good conferring there. Bounce over to Belvidere Central. You've got 5 to pick from. Jack and the team, are you ready for your 30 seconds?
Yes.
Here we go. Name the following songs. Harry Styles, Why Are You Sitting at Home on the Floor?
Pass.
Pass. Jungkook and Latto, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Pass.
The Weeknd, Sin City's
Blinding Lights.
Is correct. SZA, I'm So Mature, I Got Me a Therapist to Tell Me There's Other Men.
Kill Bill.
Is correct. Taylor Swift yet again, Magic, Madness, Heaven, Sin.
Karma.
Sorry, no. Back up to Harry Styles, Why Are You Sitting at Home on the Floor?
I don't know. Watermelon Sugar.
Sorry, no. And Jungkook, and that is time. Two parts picked up there for 20 points on the bounce back. With 3 parts left to go, Harry Styles, Why Are You Sitting at Home on the Floor is As It Was. The Jungkook and Latto song is close there. It's just, the title is just 7, unfortunately. And then the last part, Taylor Swift, Magic, Madness, Heaven, Sin is from Blank Space. So, Belvidere Central, you have 2 choices to pick from, Revolutionary Wars or Poetic Languages.
Revolutionary War.
Revolutionary Wars. Here are your instructions. I'll give you a battle or similar outbreak of revolutionary violence. You name the revolution and or the country. That is, you can either name the country that gained its independence or changed its leadership, or you can name the revolution itself, because sometimes it's named for the place and sometimes it's not. Either is okay in this lightning round. So again, I'll give you a battle or some other violence. You name the revolution and or the country. You'll have 60 seconds. Winnebago, prepare yourselves for 30 seconds on your own for anything they don't get. Belvidere Central, are you ready?
Yes.
Revolutionary Wars, here we go. The battles of Long Island and Bunker Hill.
American Revolution.
Correct. The storming of the Bastille.
French Revolution.
Correct. Riots in Petrograd that ousted Tsar Nicholas II.
Russia.
Correct. The Battle of Yangxia against the Qing dynasty.
It was China.
China.
Is correct. The Battle of Celaya, lost by Pancho Villa.
Pass.
The Battle of San Jacinto, won by Sam Houston.
Mexican. Texas.
The Alamo.
Sorry, no. The attack on the Moncada barracks, led by Fidel Castro.
Cuba.
Cuba.
Is correct. Riots that ousted the Shah from Tehran in 1979.
Pass.
A siege of Spanish Manila in an Asian island country.
The Philippines.
Is correct. Toussaint Louverture's slave uprising in the Caribbean.
Haiti.
Is correct. Back up to the Battle of Celaya, lost by Pancho Villa.
Italy.
Sorry, no. And riots that ousted the Shah from Tehran in 1979.
Iran.
Iran is correct, and just in time. That is 8 parts for 80 points correct. Bouncing over to Winnebago, 2 parts left. Take as much or as little time as you like, and I'll redo the instructions there. I'll give you the battle or similar outbreak of revolutionary violence. You name the revolution and or the country where it took place. Cole and the team, are you ready?
Yes.
2 parts, 30 seconds. Here we go. The Battle of Celaya, lost by Pancho Villa.
Portugal?
Sorry, no. And then the Battle of San Jacinto, won by Sam Houston.
Texas?
Texas is correct there for 10 points. Alamo on that one's a good guess there. Alamo happens during the Revolution, but it's the Texan Revolution and happened in Texas. So the Battle of Celaya, lost by Pancho Villa. The last remaining part there is the Mexican Revolution. With that, we have Belvidere Central breaking out to a 200 to 110 lead. That's 4.5 questions in the Mercy Health Final Challenge coming up next. Can they hold on? Find out. Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl Junior Edition. We're about ready for the Mercy Health Final Challenge in this great match between Belvidere Central and Winnebago. The score right now is 200 to 110. Those scores will change very, very quickly as these toss-ups are each worth 20 points apiece. A spot in the Season 4 final is on the line. Fingers on buzzers, both teams, best of luck. First question. The cecum is joined to what worm-shaped tube at the junction of the small and large intestines? This organ's inflammation can cause extreme, that is Eden.
Pelvic.
Sorry, no, I'll finish for Belvidere Central. This organ's inflammation can cause extreme abdominal pain, leading to its surgical removal. That is Jack.
Appendix.
Appendix is what we're going for there for the first 20 points of the round. Next toss-up. What monarch was scandalized by the affair of the diamond necklace, tried to flee with her family to Varennes, and was executed by guillotine a few months after her husband, King Louis XVI? That is Cole.
Marie Antoinette?
Is exactly right for 20 points. Winnebago on the board for this round. Next toss-up. What kind of creatures included dryads and naiads, that is Annalise?
Water spirits.
I can prompt you. Be more specific.
Dryads and dryads.
No worries there. I'll finish the question for Belvidere Central. Dryads and naiads, which represented forests and rivers. These creatures were low-level spirits of the natural world in Greek myth. Jack, go for it.
Elves.
Sorry, no, going for nymphs. Nymphs there. That's a very good early buzz there, Annalise. Next toss-up. James Wilkinson conspired with what politician on a secession plot? This man, Thomas Jefferson's first vice president, infamously shot, that is Caden.
Aaron Burr.
Aaron Burr is correct, shot and killed Alexander Hamilton. Next toss-up. What element's tetraethyl form was found by Thomas Midgley to prevent knocking in engines when added to gasoline? This toxic element, with symbol PB, was once common in paint and water pipes. That is Carter.
Lead.
Lead is correct for 20 points. Next toss-up. What body of water, whose Ojibwe name is often mispronounced as Gitchigumi, is the resting place of the Edmund Fitzgerald, an iron freighter that sank off the north shore of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan? That is Jack.
Lake Michigan.
Sorry, no. Winnebago, chance to steal. Eden, go for it.
Pacific Ocean.
Sorry, no. This Great Lake is Lake Superior. A tough history question there. Next question. The mythical pirate haven of Libertalia was supposedly built on what island? The home of the Malagasy people. This island's largest city is Antananarivo, and it may be best known as the only natural habitat of lemurs. That is Katie.
Madagascar.
Madagascar is correct for 20 points. Next toss-up. Give the last name shared by the authors of The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, Wuthering Heights, and Jane Eyre, a set of English sisters whose first names were Anne, Emily, and Charlotte. That is Eden.
Frank.
Sorry, no. I'll finish for Belvidere Central. Anne, Emily, and Charlotte. Jack.
Smith.
Sorry, no. Good to give it a guess. These are the Bronte sisters. You'll read them in high school. And next question. Name the composer who included Dr. Gradus ad Parnassum in his Children's Corner piano suite, and who wrote impressionist piano works like Clair de Lune. That is Eden.
Beethoven.
Sorry, no. It's a good guess there. Belvedere Central. Give it a shot.
Mozart.
Sorry, no, not Mozart. This is Claude Debussy. And that is how we end the Mercy Health Final Challenge. Belvedere Central holds on to that lead, extends it a bit, and advances to the final. Very nicely done, Belvedere Central. 280-130 victory. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the final. We'll find out if you're facing Keith or Marshall next week. In the meantime, Winnebago, a fantastic run through this year's tournament. Congratulations. Who on the team is an 8th grader? Annalisa, we'll see you with Winnebago High School next year, and Eden Cole Maddox, we'll see you back here for Junior Edition next summer, we hope. And we hope to see you next week for that aforementioned semifinal against Keith and Marshall. See you there.